Welcome to Joe's Astrology. This is the birth chart for professional tennis player Stefanos Tsisipas. And he just won Monte Carlo today. He beat Casper Ruud. And he is a Sun in Leo, Moon in Aries. We don't have the birth time for him. So it's just the aspects and the signs. And he has a grand trine in fire with that Moon, Sun, Mercury, and Pluto. So with that fiery energy, we can see this is very good for sports, for tennis, to be high activity, have Jupiter emphasized, Mars emphasized, and the Sun, because in tennis, you are center stage, and you do have to perform, and you do have to travel with that Jupiter. So it's not just about the Moon there in Aries in the cut with being a competitor. We see his Jupiter is in Pisces and it is retrograde, so we can see that it's alluding to him redoing something that has to do with Jupiter. And with Jupiter in Pisces, this person can be a world traveler, and we see it's in the Scorpio decan, so we combine that with Pluto and Mars. This is somebody, we can also see the Jupiter is making a trine to Mars, somebody who's ambitious with that, that includes traveling, someone who is a fierce competitor, that Jupiter is really expanding, competition, aggression, assertiveness. And we see Venus there with that Mars as well, so you can see he's making money off of that, all that energy. We also have a Venus-Jupiter trine, which is very fortunate aspect in astrology, and it's in the signs of Cancer and Pisces. So we know that his father is the brain behind this protege. He's the engineer behind all this, and I think he got him started. He travels with him. He taught him, coached him, etc. So we see that good fortune coming from the family. Saturn is in Taurus. And with that Saturn being in Taurus, is ruled by Venus. So the karma and the hard work for this guy is definitely going to include money, material things. Although he will more likely not value hard work with that Saturn being in Taurus. He's not, even though he has had that good fortune being born into the family that he has and the father that to coach him, he's motivated to fight to win that prize money. We see the Saturn squaring that Venus there. Saturn is trining the North Node in Virgo. So this is just giving him more Saturnian aspects that give him that staying power, that consistency. We see the Saturn is squaring the Neptune there, which I would say is good, because we see the Jupiter in Pisces, that this would be good for him to really stabilize that Neptune, where he is a performer and he does have to travel. We see there's a loose quintile between the Moon and Neptune, giving him more of a talent when it comes to performing and artistry. He's got Uranus, the planet of genius and uniqueness, making a sextile to that Moon in Aries. It's also making an opposition to that Sun. We see his Mercury is in Leo. It's at 22 degrees, so his Mercury is also making a trine to that, back to that Mars or that Aries Moon. and it's in the Aries decade. And Mercury represents the mind. So he's definitely interested in performing and performing in a competitive arena. And it's retrograde, so he's redoing this. And you can see when we're talking about Mercury retrograde in Leo, we're talking about Aquarius. And Mercury, even though it's in its fall in Leo, it's exalted, or its detriment in Leo, it's exalted in Aquarius. So with it being retrograde there, he has the power of the signs Leo and Aquarius. With that North Node in Virgo, you can see the way he plays. It's very Virgo-like. He kind of has a almost continental grip, or at least an Eastern grip. Takes the ball early, can hit the ball flat, can play all court with a volley. The serve is very flat. These to me are characteristic of the sign of Virgo, as opposed to, say, the opposition, Pisces. He does have Pluto squaring the nodes, so everything here is really, there really is a strong need for him to pay attention to detail with that Virgo and get into a routine. And really, to do that, because we're talking about Pluto, to do that in order to be successful in the Plutonian arena of professional tennis. Why is professional tennis a Plutonian arena? Well, because it's intense. There's a lot of money on the line. Anything that you could think of that represents Scorpio would characterize Pluto. And tennis is definitely a very scorpionic sport. Kind of like boxing or any type of physical combat. I'm going to wrap this one up. Cheers to Stefanos Tsisipas for winning Monte Carlo today. And I do have down in the description, if you made it this far, other tennis players. I'll leave down in the description. I have their birth charts and all information relating to astrology. Check it out, and I hope you have a great day.